Do you want me to start like from the beginning or?
If you want to, if you can,
Okay.
that'd be cool.
Yeah. So this deal was basically, we got it off through Zillow. We did our REI reply. He had said originally said yes. He had renters in there until the 4th of July. So we planned it out to start around August. We had called him back. We had sent the forms. Everything was good, and then we did a follow-up, and he was like, well, I'm not really interested. And then we were like, okay, what could we have done or put into the contract to have made it better? And then he was like, well, you could have given me a lease. So I was like, okay, so if we attach the lease to it with our contract on top, would that make you comfortable? He was like, yes, that would be great. He signed it. He actually provided a lease for us to use. And we started looking around August. I believe Victor found the buyer through Facebook or Craigslist or something like that. And then we handed it off to Alex. And then Alex was able to talk to them. They walked them through it, walked through the house. And then comes the paperwork where we find all of our objections.
Yeah.
So once Alex already found our buyer, the buyer saw the utilities part. We had to create amendments to fix the utility part because the seller messed in saying that he would pay for all the utilities of the house. And in the second lease contract that he has sent us, he put that the tenant or the buyer was going to be the one providing all the contract. So we had to find some middle ground with that. And once we came to payday, we provided the wrong information on our end. So then we kind of got delayed there and had to be kind of quick on our feet to get our payday that day.
Right. Yeah. But it worked out. It worked out good.
It worked out well. Yes, yeah. It did.
Yeah. So how many amendments total when the tenant buyer was being signed up and everything? Of course, tenant buyer had to go through background checks and all that stuff, and tenant screens and income verification and all that stuff, right, Alex?
Yeah, that's correct. We they sent us pay stubs, and then they went through I think it was it My Smart Home or My Smart Move, something like that.
Yeah, mysmartmove.com. Yep.
Everything checked out.
Yeah. So this person checked out, and then it was just a matter of the contracts were all jacked up, like Christina was saying. They were all jacked up because the seller had said the utilities were included in the rent, and then later he was like, "Oh no, I messed up. They're not," and that changes the rent considerably. Okay, so It was like now we're going to lose this buyer because the seller's jacking around with the rent and everything, and then we misspelled somebody's name or somebody did, and then it was it's just like 3 or 4 amendments or something like that. Is that right, Christina?
I believe so, because we had to change also the lease term once the utilities issue was covered. We had to change our lease term, and her name was misspelled because the seller had misspelled her name.
Yeah.
And I believe it was those initial 3.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it was a lot, though. That's for sure. But long story short, tenant buyer did close and wired the money, And yeah, it was a grand total of $7,500. Right, $7,500. That's nice. I know, right?
Right.
Oh, great.
Congrats. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations to you, Christina. Congratulations, Alex, as well, and also all of Team Stark, which would be also Vic. He's not with us here today, but congratulations to you too, sir. And real proud of you guys. Real proud of you.
And only within 2 months of apprenticeship.
Well, that's good. I think that's good. 2 months. I mean, it was a long 2 months, though, wasn't it? It was a long 2 months. You guys worked hard. You deserve every bit of it. And
Well done.
I promise you, the next deal won't be quite so comfortable.
Huh?